Hey crochet friends, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch how to make the double crochet V-stitch summer headbands. Now we're going to make the newborn size. This is the toddler 1 through 3 years old size, and this is a small adult size, so this fits me. We're going to be making the newborn because it's the smallest one to show you. It'll be whipped up really fast. I'm going to use this really pretty magenta color. I lost the tag a long time ago, so if I can figure out what it is, I will let you know the color. You just need a sewing needle, scissors, and a K 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. Grab all of those. And if I didn't mention, medium or lightweight yarn is what you need. Okay, so to begin, you're going to make a slip knot. So give yourself about 3 or 4 inches of a tail. Pinch that between your thumb and pointer finger, like so. And with the working yarn, pinch it between your middle and ring finger, like so. With your right hand, you're going to make a heart with your thumb and pointer finger. Go underneath that loop. With your palm facing up, you're going to turn your palm facing down, so it makes an X like that. Twist your right wrist towards your left, grab that working yarn, pinch that, and then forget about the yarn above. Let it fall over all the way, and if you move your hands apart from each other, it will naturally turn into a knot. And that is how you make a slip knot. Put your hook in that, pull it up, not too tight, and you're ready to go. Okay, so to begin how to do the newborn size, you're going to chain 34. 3-4 chains. If you don't know how to chain, put your hook in front of your yarn, wrap around one time, and go through the loop that's on your hook. 1 chain. Put your hook in front of your yarn, wrap around one time, pull through the loop that's on your hook. That's how you chain. You're going to go up to 34. So after you have 34 chains, in the fourth chain from the hook, you're gonna go in and do a double crochet. So you don't count what's on your hook. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna do a double crochet. So wrap your yarn around one time, go into that 4th chain, wrap your yarn around one time, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around, go through 2 loops, wrap your yarn around, go through 2 loops. That's how you make a double crochet. The only stitch you need to know. Okay, so now chain 1, wrap your yarn around, in the very next chain here, do a double crochet. Wrap your yarn around, skip a stitch, go into the next, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then do a double crochet in the very next stitch. Wrap your yarn, skip a stitch, go in the next, 1 double crochet, chain 1, in the very next chain, 1 double crochet. Skip a stitch, go in the next, and you're going to do this all the way across. 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the very next stitch. skip a stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the very next stitch. We're going to do that so you have 2 stitches left. Skip a stitch. Okay, now 2 chains left, skip the first chain, do 1 double crochet in the last chain, and that is all you do. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and you have all these spaces that you see. You're going to skip that first one, go into the next with a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip a stitch, go in the next, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip a stitch, go in the next, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip a space, go in the next, couple more. Last one on the end. Okay, now at the very end, you will have a double crochet and a chain 3. Now what you're going to do is not in this space, because that's a part of your double crochet. In the next space, that's your 3rd chain, you're going to go in it and do a double crochet. And it might be a little hard to go in your first time. The next row, when you get to the end, it's a lot easier. So see, there's a chain. That would have been your double crochet, and you don't go in it. You go into the one right next to it. It's a 1, 2, 3 chain. Now chain 3. Now, if you just want 2 rows, you can by all means stop here. That's super pretty. It's a little thinner, still just as adorable. You do not have to do a 3rd row. If you do a 3rd row, that's my pattern. But whatever you want to do, go for it. And it's the same thing. So skip the first space, do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip all the way across. This is the last row, 3 rows. But if you wanted to stop, you by all means can. And then for all the other patterns, it's 4 rows. Still super fast, super easy. Okay, I'm back. My yarn got tangled because I'm getting towards the end of my yarn. I like this color so much, I've been using it. Such a pretty color. If you go in the description, you can find my Facebook page, Crochet Garden Repeat, and you can tag me if you made this and show me what colors you guys used. Would love to see them. I would love to see anything you make of mine. I would be so honored. Okay, so got towards the end, and now there's that double crochet, chain 3 space. This is your 3rd chain. This is your double crochet chain. 3rd chain, double crochet chain. See how it's easier? I'm not sure why it's easier, but it's just, you see a hole a lot better this go around and the rest of them. 3 rows, all done with the newborn. You would do 1 more row, chain 3, go across for all the other sizes. You can chain 1, pull your yarn, or you could just pull your yarn without doing that. Doesn't really matter. You're sewing this length, so you don't need a ton of yarn, but it's always better to have plenty. I like to weave in my tail first. You don't have to go crazy. You just get it out the way. Go back and forth a few times, and then go in the other direction a few times. You're solid. Easy peasy. That way you just get it out the way. You gotta sew them both regardless, but when I sew my long tail, I like it to be the end. Now my infinity scarf with the Suzette stitch, when I teach you how to seam, I put my working yarn in the right top corner. You can do that if you seam it a certain way. If you're a pro, this isn't your first rodeo, seam it however you want. I'm going to teach you the whip stitch in the Suzette stitch with the infinity scarf. I did the mattress stitch, but for this I'm going to do the whip stitch. So from your side, you're just going to go through 1 chain all the way through and go right across on that corner. Pull all the way through. From your side again, you're always going to go from your side. Find a stitch from both, pull through. from your side, find a stitch, go through both, and go all the way across, always going in from the closer side to you. Just finding one chain. Sorry, got cat hairs. Towards the end. Sorry, I got out of the frame. Now I like to just go all the way, and if you can't go all the way, most of the way, pull through, finish going all the way, and I go back just a little bit of ways, just so it's in another direction. The more you change directions, the less likely your yarn will unravel. But you don't want to do too much, because like in my previous videos, I've said that the more that you weave in your ends, the harder it gets. Like you'll start feeling more yarn there. You don't want it to be like that. You want it to be flowy and light, easy to wear, not irritating, especially for a baby, but even for yourself, for an adult size, you don't want it to be irritating. Okay, just to recap, this is the newborn size that we did together. If you need the other sizes, they're in the description below. You can find my other videos there, link to my Facebook page. That's how you can contact me, private message me. If you just want to comment below this, it's perfectly fine. Just like, subscribe, share this. If you want to be notified immediately when I make something, hit the bell, and just keep a lookout for my next video. Happy crocheting! Bye, crochet friends!